We have a gorgeous student who is giving a very professional. I love her energy. And she is also an author at her young age, still in uni, still busting the books and writing them books. Ameamua zote nitakuwa professor at my undergrad. What's up? How are you, Wangeci?
What empowers me is basically the fact that a lot of people think that uni students only think about party after party from Monday to Sunday. But again, we have brains, man. And that's what inspired me. And again, I have a lot of people who are inspiring me to become who I want. Among them is Professor Patrick Lumumba and other people who, of course, are authors and great people who motivate people to go and become what they were designed to be, and of course, to bring the best version out of themselves.
Okay, let's reel it back a little bit. I would like for you to at least introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself, like your name, where you go to school, what you study. Just a quick introduction about yourself.
Hello, good people. My name is Margret Wangeci. I am a second-year student at the University of Embu, pursuing Bachelor's of Education Science and Social Sciences, combination that is biology and agriculture. Walimu tuko sawa.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a very interesting question for you, because not many people your age are out here motivating people and, you know, talking the way you talk and having the demeanor you have. So how has the reception been, especially from your peers, you know, the people who you hang around with? How do they perceive what you do?
First of all, it all started as a joke. They never believed that I could do it, but I'm doing it. So they are seeing it. And of course, they are adapting with time, and they are, of course, believing in me. I can be that girl, and I'm looking forward to be that one, and also to be great and to inspire people all over the world.
Okay. But like, why specifically did you get into self-help books? Because I mean, as you said, you were studying education and agriculture, and your biology and agriculture, and then you decide to go and do a self-help book. What led to that arrival? You could have done a book on education in agriculture and biology, like actually pursuing something or writing about something that you're studying in school. Why did you end up in self-help books?
Of course, you're right. I could have done a book maybe about biology or agriculture. But again, my passion was to inspire people all over the world. Of course, biology and agriculture will teach people technical things or things that they can apply in their fields of professionalism. But again, when it comes to self-development books, that is something that you're reading to develop yourself, to ensure that at the end of the day, I'm getting better. Maybe my mental health was not good at first, but again, when I read this book, at the end of the day, then my mental health will be 100%. Yeah.
I'd like to know about now the proof of concept, because it's one thing to tell people you should do this and this and this and this and this, but for you, where is it coming from? And why do you feel like you can advise people, or you have the authority to advise people and tell them, you know what, this actually works. If you follow these steps to greatness, if you follow these steps, you're going to achieve greatness. So where has all this been inspired from?
Well, as I said from the beginning, I have a lot of people who are inspiring me. One of them being Professor Patrick Lumumba. And of course, we have the great Robert Burale. And a lot of people are inspiring me to write motivational books. And as for me, this inspiration or motivation to keep on pushing and inspiring a lot of people in this world is coming from those people, and knowing that they have achieved a lot, and of course, people are listening to them. In 100 people, you cannot lack maybe 7 who will listen to you. And that is a motivation to you to keep pushing and keep moving forward. When time comes, or as day goes by, a lot of people will come to terms with the fact that this is an author, she motivates people, and when I follow her lead, then I'm being assured of going to be great, and of course, going to achieve better in life.
I love that. Have you actually met someone who's read your book, and what was the actual feedback?
I have met a lot of people who, of course, have purchased and read my books, and most of them are older than I am. And so they are like, damn, girl, what make you wrote these books and what is your motivation? And everybody is like, let me read this book. Maybe this young girl has something to say. And after reading that book, they are like, you are doing it. You are motivating people. And of course, you are at the right track. So at the end of the day, they keep on applauding and appreciating the fact that the books are great.
Okay. And is there an incident or a situation from your personal life that has inspired you to write these books? Where do you draw it from?
I draw my inspiration from the fact that from way back when I was young, I'm that person who was very articulate when it comes to writing compositions. And my teachers were like, you are writing good composition and you can use that to do something good. And also you can use that to empower a lot of young people out there. And combining the fact that my art of writing is very good and my language is also notch higher, I'm like, wait, then I can use that to write more books and to empower a lot of people.
That's wonderful. Now, a lot of people tend to have a predisposition when it comes to motivational speakers and motivational writers or people who write self-motivational books. What are some of the things that you would like to dissuade them of? What are some of the things that are misconceptions that you would want to clear up on behalf of yourself and other authors?
Well, a lot of people might think that motivation peoples are those people who are maybe falling from the heavens and down to earth. They are talking anyhowly, but that's not the case. Motivation people are peoples like any other person. They can make mistakes. So it's up to you to choose what works for you. If you listen to this motivational speaker and you listen to the other and you think that I'm not going to follow this one, I'm going to follow this one. So it is up to you to follow what you want in your life. So it's up to you to decide what you want. And again, motivation speakers are good people. And of course, the last decision is made by you. So listen and make your decision. Nobody forces you to make a decision in life. So it's up to you.
We've talked about your book, Steps to Greatness Unleashed, but could you also tell us about the second book, which is When Destiny Meets Purpose? Or rather, which one is the first one?
Step to Greatness Unleashed is the first one, and the second one is When Destiny Meets Purpose.
Yes, what is that all about?
So When Destiny Meets Purpose is how you interconnect what you are meant to become with what you love. Purpose is something that you would like to accomplish or something that is inborn. You can get a president who is not convinced with what he is. But again, when he finds his purpose, maybe his true purpose is helping people out there, then he will be at the end of the day convinced that this is what I want to do. This is what God wants me to do, and I'm looking forward to do that. And doing that makes you feel some kind of fulfillment. When you find your purpose, you are fulfilled. Then when your destiny interconnects your purpose with your purpose, destiny and purpose are intertwined. They are not mutually exclusive. So when destiny meets purpose, then your life becomes easier, and again, you find your true identity in life.
I really like that because a lot of people do not know what their purpose is. So how would you urge people to what direction would you give people? Someone who doesn't actually know what their purpose is, what directions would you give them? Like a few steps or a guideline on to how to get to your purpose or to understand it.
So it is easier to understand your purpose as a person. So reflect back to what you like doing. So what you used to do back then, maybe when you were a child, did that make you feel better? Did it fulfill your worth? Or what did you feel about that? If it made you feel better, maybe that is the right thing to do and that's the right route to follow. Again, do not follow your friends or your relatives what they are doing. Maybe that is not your purpose in life. You should follow what you like doing. And a lot of people do not live life for themselves. They live life basically for other people. So you should live life to fulfill your own missions and also to ensure that at the end of the day, I have reached that destiny that I was destined to become. And again, destiny is a preordained destination. So it is a combination of a lot of things to be able to achieve your destiny. First of all, you have to believe in God. And again, if God is your lead, then find what you love doing. And then if that is your purpose, then that's the right route to follow.
Yeah.
But I have a question. What happens if a person who's not a religious being still wants to pursue their purpose? Like, what do you tell them then?
If you are not following any religious routes, then there is something that you love doing. From way time in memory, when you are a young kid, when you are growing up, there is that thing that you like doing. So can you reflect back on that thing that you used to love doing? Maybe at this particular time you are lost. Can you reflect back to your life? What is that I've been doing? What is that I love doing? And along the way, you will align your destiny with your purpose.
And could you tell us about now, you've talked about motivating people. I think even when you're reading up about you, there was a mention of you visiting high schools and schools to give motivational speeches and all of that. But after all is said and done, what would you say is the goal here? Or rather, what is your purpose, especially when it comes to motivating and guiding people of this generation?
To me, seeing people changing from their worst situation to their best situation, seeing people transform one time and another, to me that is phenomenal. So that is what is my purpose. That is my
Transformation.
purpose. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Transforming one life at a time, to me, is phenomenal.
I love that. I love that you seem to have a very clear purpose, and ultimately you have an energy that can at least, for lack of better words, that it seems very adaptable, but at the same time it's very captivating. So I love that for you. What would you tell anyone who wants to get into motivational speaking? Actually, no. Let's talk about your books. Step into Greatness Unleashed. What would be the recommendation if I was going to a bookstop and I see your book? What is that kick? Tell me what that kick is for me to actually reach out and grab the book.
So the book, as it states, Step to Greatness Unleashed. If you have lost your path, then this is the right book to have. And again, if you have lost your way and you are diminished, and again you have lost hope in this life, this is the book to have. Yeah.
Okay. And it's quite the responsibility to say, you know what, I think I can help somebody out. There's the confidence that is there. So honestly, I don't know. When I look at you, there's this girl on TikTok who's called Daddy's Girl.
Oh, Daddy's
and
Girl,
there's that
yes.
confidence that you have about it. But at the same time, she does face a lot of backlash because of the things she says with such confidence. So do you face any type of backlash from maybe your friends or even people on social media? I'm assuming you do this on social media also?
Yeah, a lot of people, and some of them maybe they don't believe in themselves. So they are imposing their problems onto you. And I'm like, whatever you are saying doesn't define me. I know who I am. And the fact that I know who I am, that is what definitely will define me. So whatever you say is not up to me. So say it. At the end of the day, my work will speak for itself. And of course, people out there will see. So it is all about believing in yourself. Whatever they say doesn't define me. They define themselves. And whatever you say about maybe somebody else and it's negative, it does not necessarily define those people. It defines your attitude and your character.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And also, what about the school and work balance? Because this is now work on the side now. How have you found that balance between I'm an entrepreneur, I'm somebody who is helping other people, and at the same time, I also need to focus on my studies? Have you had, encouragement from your parents or people who are around you? Or how exactly do you find that balance?
So balancing studies and being an entrepreneur is one of the easiest ways. I personally find it, when writing books, it's all about passion. And again, when I'm studying, I know that at the end of the day, I really need this degree so that I can be able to maneuver along in life. So I'm like, it's all about passion. So whatever you love doing, it doesn't sound as work. So it's just about passion and doing it the way I live it.
Love it. So what's a takeaway you'd give people? And also what's your social medias? Where can people catch you on social media? Where can people buy your
Buy the
books? Tell us all of that. So, okay, one, where can people buy your books? Two, where can people find you on social media? And ultimately, your parting shot.
So you can get my books at, you can have my number, is it?
Yeah, say.
Totally.
So you can have my number, that is 0791 99 43 85. And also you can reach out at my Gmail, that is keshikenzi@gmail.com. Keshi with a Y and Kenzi, KENZY @gmail.com. And my number again is 0791 99 43 85.
Where can people catch you on social media?
So you can catch me on social media at Keshi Media, that is on YouTube. I'm also a content creator. You can also get me on TikTok at Keshi Media, on Instagram at Keshi Media, and on Facebook at Keshi Gatimu.
Okay.
Awesome.
And then parting shot.
So one thing I would like to say is a lot of people are questioning, why did I use a person's image
Yes,
to
there's an
write in
actual
my
priest
second-
on this book. Mr. Wiki, can you please zoom into this so we can be able to see it?
So who is
Who
he?
is this person?
So he is the person behind the inspiration of this book. He is very controversial. He's a bishop. Watu wanamjua sana kama Kiegei. So he's Bishop Benson Gadong Kamau. A lot of people are asking me, why him? When I think of destiny and purpose, I think of him. This is a man who masterfully blends humor with faith and mutually coexist. I mean, when faith and humor can coexist, it means that then the word of God will be spread out there. And again, this man is a person, he is an extraordinary person who masterfully blends humor with faith, showing that laughter and spirituality can coexist beautifully. And the fact that he became from a comedian to a bishop shows people that purpose can come from the most unexpected places.
Yeah.
And his ability to coexist with people through comedy and spirituality shows that destiny and purpose are not mutually exclusive, but intertwined paths leading to a fulfilling life. And at the end of the day, when your destiny meets purpose, then you are going to be joyful, and again, you are going to be fulfilled.
Awesome. Honestly, I am just awestruck because you are a very young person, but there's just this confidence about you that makes you want to stop everything that you're doing and just listen to you. You have a way of commanding a room, and my prayer for you is that you keep doing what you're doing and you don't relent and you don't bow down to the pressures, because there are a lot of pressures, yeah?
A lot of
Especially being in school and everything.
yeah.
So for being such a young person and coming from that space of I can do good and spread good, I really appreciate that. And thank you so much for coming to our show.
I appreciate. Thank you for having me.
Please give us a
Awesome.
parting shot, word of advice to younger people and anyone who's watching you right now.
Anybody watching me out there, and mostly the young people, go for that you want to become. You have all that it takes to be who you want to be in this life, and shoulders high and head held high. Go for it.
Awesome.